Good evening and welcome back to where it's almost New Year's Eve. Newfoundland is already rung in the new year at 9:30, followed a half hour later by Atlantic Canada, being Prince Edward Island and New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. In about 20 minutes, the Eastern Time Zone will be ringing in the new year, famously led by the ball drop in Times Square, which would be neat to see in person. It would be neat to see in person. So, last NFL game of 2023 is done. Green Bay beat Minnesota 33-10. So everybody's got to play in 2024 at least once, because next week is the last weekend of the regular season and all games are on Sunday. I guess it's a good thing for Monday off, that we can actually do some statistical record keeping. Yeah, the last hockey game was Colorado beating San Jose 2-1. Fourth last was Edmonton 7, Anaheim 2. Third last was Dallas winning 8-1. And I think Calgary won the second last one. I think they beat Philadelphia. Wasn't a shit kicking, but. So yeah, here we are, and I got all my calendars switched over to 2024 already, because I don't even know if I'm going to make it to 2024. I really don't. Here we are, an hour and 20 minutes to go, and I still don't even know if I'm going to make it. How bad is that? I mean, seriously, how bad is that? I mean, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, nothing I'm going to do about it. I'm probably not going to care either. Excuse me. Still remember. I'm just thought back to when we rang in 2000. No Rumi and his son were over, and they had spent Christmas elsewhere, and they came back. They had a couple presents at home, and it's like, well, you got a tree, you can open your presents there. Right about the same time the ball drop was happening in New York. It was actually live. We were living in Edmonton at the time. It was 10 o'clock, and you see the ball dropping, and Dick Clark going absolutely giddy with joy, ringing in year 2000. And all that talk was, oh, there's going to be glitches. It's going to be the end of the world. Have some extra food, Annie. There's not going to be any power. And the only glitch was when I worked at the sub store nearby, and it was closed that day. So I was like, seeing the boss was there. I was like, hey, maybe he can let me have one of the papers for the first day of the year. The only glitch was, oh yeah, the computer here, it only went to reset itself to 1980. Only reset itself to 1980. That was it. No glitches. Oh, I remember New Year's Eve 1999 as we going into. This is when 96.3 The Breeze was mixed 96. And then morning DJ, it's during the week. The morning DJ was, I remember him calling, I think it was Singapore, was asking if they make everything was okay, the phones were working, the power's working, to say everything was working good. I think New Zealand was the first major country to ring in 2000. Everything worked. Australia worked. Beijing worked. The big thing was the Greenwich Mean Time, where right around where London is. They passed with flying colours. You knew you were going to be good. And it passed through. It was like, nah, no glitches. You knew it would really be good. No failures, no nothing. All them doomsday naysayers just ended up eating it. And remember when in 2012 all the was talking about the Mayan calendar and it's going to end, and here we are 12 years later, almost 12 years later. It's like, yeah, we're still here. Come on, I keep hearing about this doomsday naysayers, and they say, and nothing's happened. It's like, slap them around. Anyways, that's my Y2, and that's my New Year's Eve story. It's probably my best one and only one. Staying up until lately it's been pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. So anyways, if there's no video of me ringing in the New Year, Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Happy leap year. In the meantime, and in between time, stay tuned for the next one.